Hello everyone, my name is Tang Mangeb, and today our group will be presenting to you our project, which is Camellia Event and Planner. We are established in 2011, and we are the first professional agency in providing wedding services in Vietnam. We have a strong attachment with many brides and grooms, and we are the first company to tell story through photos and events. And after 8 years in this industry, we find this as a time to develop another segment, which is same-sex wedding, and we are not ambitious to focus on the demand gender equality, which is certainly will take a lot of time and effort. So we are the first official professional service in Vietnam that lead you to return to the purest of love. Next will be vision. Our vision. People around the world have to face with violence, inequality, and even torture because of who they love, how they look, and who they are. We just want to protect the rights of LGBT people, which include gay, lesbian, bisexual, and transgender people. And we are working for a world where all people can enjoy their happiness. For our mission, for a short term, we will increase awareness of same-sex wedding by organizing some workshop to convey the knowledge and about the relationship and the community of LGBT by inviting our special guests. They are LGBT influencer and psychologists. For our long term, we want to be the first agency for wedding service for LGBT community. And for our goal, it would be our great honor to help giving out ideas for couples to organize their same-sex wedding. And next, I will talk about our online survey. We made a survey on internet. Throughout the result, we assessed the customer perspective about the same-sex wedding, as well as estimate the amount of attendance. And here are 63 responses. The result that we get is we find this project very perspective and very helpful for all of the LGBT community people. Next, I will talk about the SWOT analysis of our project. First, we will talk about strength. We won a number of awards for wedding planner, catch up with work trends and good consulting service, flexible prices, and being a first agency which specializes in same-sex wedding. And next will be weakness. Being the first agency on same-sex wedding will face many difficulties, and the target audience limit, as well as this is a quite sensitive issue and easily causing many unnecessary problems. Next will be opportunity. Be able to lead in the field of wedding and LGBT. Become the first option when customer want to find a wedding planner. And last will be the threat. Convincing customer to use our LGBT wedding service will be difficult. And so this is also the biggest reason for us to set up a series of workshops to raise the awareness for everyone. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Win. Today I will clarify more information about long-term and short-term analysis. In 2014, a new amendment from the government has been taken effect that our government will not prohibit the marriage between two same-sex people. It means that they can still organize their wedding, live together, but will not be protected by our government when some dispute happens. But we do have hope in the future that they will become more open and legalize same-sex wedding. Look at the pictures on the slide. This is Yubin and Tuji. Yubin is a director and Tuji is a famous singer. We have been organized their wedding in 2019 with the attendance of their family member, friends, and without breaking the rules. So as you can see, LGBT people can still organize their wedding like a straight couples. The reason why we choose this project is because we think that it had a fully potential in the future, and we are we want to spreading a positive attitude that people can pursue their happiness without being banned from racism, from a lot of problem has caused. To the short-term analysis, our short-term strategy is that we will create a series of workshops about LGBT and have some pairing game for each individual. So we will use 5 focuses of Porter to clarify this information. About bargaining power buyers, our tickets will be selling 600,000 per ticket, and I think some our customer will think it's a little bit too high for them. But what we have to do is to make sure that they know about our program is as a have a great quality, and we are a professional agency about wedding planner. Also, we hit into their psychologies with some gifts like vouchers and inox straws. Move to the bargaining power of suppliers. Some when mentioned to the LGBT community, some venue vendors will think that they might get into trouble when organize their wedding. So we are here to make sure that won't happen, and they won't break the rules. Move to the threat of substitutes and degree of rivalry. Our direct competitor is Newcomb Wedding Team and Bliss Wedding Planner and Event. So they have a foothold in our wedding planner market. So, but they have also organized some workshops, but didn't reach the desired level that we want. Also, they didn't even think about do a workshop about LGBT segment, and because they are still afraid of the image that will brought to their agency. Last is the threat of new entrants. We have limited target customer. It takes a lot of work and budget to let people to know about our workshop. And lastly, we have to make sure we reach the numbers of people who will attend to our workshop. Thank you for listening. Next, my friend Sun will talk to you more information about project.
Thanks for my partner, and the next part is going to me. I'm Sun, and I am the next one who introduced to you the short-term and long-term outcome. First of all, we're going to the detailed short-term. In our project, we need to focus on the workshop, so we need to have topics. Time to be yourself. It means that it's time to think about yourself. Don't care about other people. Don't care what they talk, what they think, and what they're gonna talk behind your back. And for the market segmentation, we need LGBT couples and the age is over 18 years old. For the host of workshop, we need to invite LGBT influencers that some people have very famous and have a big voice in LGBT community. And the psychologists who can talk in the front of thousands of people and sharing opinions and knowledge about the LGBT. The contents, of course, the information and knowledge about LGBT and same-sex wedding. For the number of audience, we need to at least 50 couples. And the important factor that makes the workshop can be successful is the venue. We need to consider 4 key elements to decide a suitable place. There are price, capacity, location, and decoration. For the price, we need to consider the price of each service that need to be match our budgets and investments, and we need to compare the price of each location service to choose the best one. For the capacity, we need to base on the number of guests above 50 couples. So the venue need to accommodate more than 100 people. For the location, we need to ask and answer this question. Is location easy to find? Is it located in the city center or in the front of street and or in the valley? Is location often contrasted like District 1 and District 10 always contrasted? Is location convenient and safe for parking? And the last one is decoration. We need to find the place is suitable for a workshop, not too formal, but it have to bring a warm and close atmosphere, so that the guests can freely share ideas, opinions, and ask the expert. Besides that, we need to focus on the facility provided by service and the hygiene.
Hello everyone, I'm Me and I will present about the budget of a short-term goal. About the event venue, we ran the place of Dreamless with a dealing price of 80 million Vietnam dong. Preparing the decorations as a printing banner backdrop, brand lights, audio system. Dreamless also provide this service, however, it's too expensive, so we decided to find other supplier to reduce the budget. To make the workshop become more successful, we plan to book the tea break service, and we also plan to give for each guest who join the workshop. With this way, we can express things to the guests of a workshop, and we also invite the influencer, psychologists, and media. So we plan to get a bunch of flower as a thank you gift for them, and this part we have to spend about 30 million Vietnam dong. Influencer, we will invite Truy Sa Đỏ, and psychology will invite Mia Nguyen. Chi Sa Đỏ and Mia Nguyen is the best choice because they get access to the Western educations and understanding about the traditional thinking of Vietnamese people, so they can help people think positively and let people know more information about the LGBT community. Of course, we will invite the MC who led the talk show to, and this part we will have to spend about 33 million Vietnam dong. We also run the advertisement on social media as online newspaper, Gun14.vn, Facebook and Google Ads, and we have to spend about 40 million Vietnam dong about it. Mostly we will run Facebook because Facebook has lots of groups in LGBT community, so we will post the information of the workshop on it and using the Facebook ads to get access more potential customer. This is more detailed budget, and the total expense we have to spend is 75 million Vietnam dong. With the sponsor, it's 35% of the budget from IDY Wedding. So the budget we have to spend is 50 million Vietnam dong. An estimate of 100 guests. So the cost per guest is about 500,000 Vietnam dong. So the selling price of tickets is about 600 Vietnam dong, which also include 22% of the profit. That's not all. My team also intend to run the project for a year with 6 workshops about each. Each workshop is took place to a men's park with different topic. Next, my partner Xuân will introduce more detailed information for you about the long-term goals. Thank you.
So come back to me and I will talk about the long-term outcome. For a detailed long-term budget, not only stopping at one workshop, we also plan to do 5 more workshops. Our project will last 1 year and each workshop will be opened every 2 months. So I have a name for each workshop here. For the total guests, we train and expect from 100 to 200 people. However, the cost per ticket will not change. So the revenue will be down depending on the total guests. Look at the total expense. It have a trend and fluctuation of between each figure number because I add 10% all the cost and of the budget into just in case the cost fluctuate over time. However, the actual cost that we need to spend money is just the budget including sponsor here, because we have a sponsor in 35% in the purchase. And for the profit, tax and net profit, look at the chart. It go up and down because our main purpose is not for the profit, and we just plan it for advertise and raise customer when it's about LGBT and same-sex wedding instead of spend a lot of money to advertise and promote. So I will plan for the whole workshop. So thank you.
Hello, my name is Huy, and now I will talk about the work breakdown structure. And as you see in this structure, we will divide our workshop into 5 parts in lower R&D, finance, hiring, preparations, and marketing. And each part will have its missions. About the R&D, they will find venue, host, customer, which is table for our event. And the missions of finance is to move money for sponsor to support on activities of workshop. About the hiring, they will parent contact exchange to keep the line, and preparations will take responsible for design and checklist, and finance and marketing is responsible for online and survey. And now I will talk about the responsibility matrix, and each job will be divided according to the strength, the thinking and personality of each person, and each of us will be responsible for one main job and supporting other departments that have connection with the main one. Also, it's necessary for all of us to cooperate and work. And the first is research and development, and one will be in charge of research and development and supporting finance so that they can manage the capital and read out the best decisions for our project. And she will also support marketing by giving them ideas to work on marketing plans and online surveys. And about marketing, Nghi and Sung will be responsible for marketing, and each of them will supporting different departments. Nghi will helping Huyền in finance and in order to run marketing plan such as advertisement, and Sung will be helping Quỳnh in R&D to synthesize information and read out the best marketing plan. And finance, Huyền is the one who takes responsibility for finance and support on other departments to synthesize information, escape for hiring. About the reparations, Huy will be responsible for reparations, and all of us have to support and work for this part. And he also support hirings on choosing those who have a piety. And the final is hiring, and Nghiệp is the one who is responsible for hiring, and he also supports other departments to gather the needs of employees except for marketing.
So hello everyone, my name is Huyền. So my presentation is to introduce to you about the timeline of our projects. So please take a look on the PowerPoint slide. Our project will last in 5 weeks. It starts on the 5th of April 2020 and the workshop will take place on Sunday the 10th of May 2020. Our responsibilities are divided into 5 departments: research and development, hiring, finance, preparation, and digital marketing. So now I will give you some detailed information about the tasks of each department. The first department, research and development. So it takes us 7 days on research and development. So what are we going to do? We are going to draw the detailed strategic plans for short-term outcome and long-term outcome. Besides that, we also create the responsibility matrix for 6 members. After that, we make an online survey to estimate the amount of attendance on that workshop. We list the resources and calculate total expected budget for the workshop. The next department, hiring. So we spend 7 days on hiring. So we must to contact with the host. Our team plans to invite 2 influencers, 1 psychologist, and 1 MC. Besides that, we also hire some collaborators to support us some simple tasks on that day. And finally, we find and book the venue. The next department, finance, for 28 days. So in 28 days, we are looking for the sponsors with the wedding dress store and collect with them. We deal the duration of sponsorship and we purchase own plan expenses for 28 days. The next department, preparation. So it takes us 20 days on preparation. Firstly, we send the invitation to our guests, including journalists, reporters, and 50 couples. Secondly, we contact with the vendors who supply the service for our workshop, for example, green tea service, flower service, and so on. Next, we prepare the script for MC and agenda. We also discuss the flow of the show with our host, with influencer and psychologists. We take care of the logistics, and finally we make sure to follow the implementation process. Now we move on the last department, digital marketing. So in this time we must to contact with marketing service providers. Next, we run the digital marketing tools and offline channel in 21 days. And lastly, we collect the customer feedbacks. So here are the customer feedback template. So when the workshop finish, we will send this survey. We will send this survey to our guests and ask them for evaluating the workshop. So after the result of this survey, we will know if our workshop is effective or not, and find out the pros and cons of our workshop. So we try to improve all of the pros and cons and make our next workshop become better. So our presentation is over. Thank you for your listening.